Alright, so we're going to get started in how to do an acrylic pour with the painting. So I'll show you the supplies I have. I have this 8 by 10 canvas. It's not one of the ones with the wider edges, but that shouldn't matter. We'll just have to make sure if you do have a canvas that does have the edges on it that you make sure that the paint pours down around the side. I have plastic cups. I have a cup for each color of paint plus one to put all the paint colors together in. And then I have 4 different colors of paint. I really like dark colors, so I have a black, a burgundy, it's called maroon. Okay, so a maroon color, a gold color, and this lovely teal color that has metallic in it. I also have, usually for acrylic paints, pouring, you want to have a pouring medium. We are doing a workaround for that using glue and water. Unfortunately, I did buy the wrong glue, so we're still going to go ahead doing this, but you're going to want the Elmer's, I believe it's called all glue, not the school glue. So just make sure when you're doing this that you have the right glue. They are not that expensive and a fantastic solution to a pouring medium, which can get quite costly. And then you just add some water in with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with mixing it and show you the ratios. So what you want is to pour the paint into your cup. If you want more of a specific color, pour more of it in. If you want less of a specific color, pour less. So teal is pretty fun. We're gonna get this going. Excuse the sound it made. All right. So you want a 1-on-1 ratio with paint to glue. So I'm just eyeballing it here. It doesn't need to be perfect, but you want to get a good estimate on there. So there is the 1-on-1. Let's put a little bit more in. And you know, if you mess it up a little bit, you can always put a little bit more of each thing in there. All right, there we go. And then the ratio for glue to water is you want it to be about 70% glue plus paint, so just call it the paint mixture. So 70% of the paint mixture and 30% water. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in there. And now I'm gonna mix all of that together. And I guess I'm gonna ignore what's fallen on the sides there. And there we go. So once it's all mixed, it should be, it shouldn't be that thick. It should look like something that's going to pour wonderfully. And then the next step we want to do is take another cup and do another color. All right, so here we go. I've mixed each of the colors into a cup. So what we're going to do is take this empty cup and start layering it in. If you want to make more of one of the colors, now is the time to judge which color you might like more of. You could also add glitter or other things to the paint at this point, but I won't be going into that much detail in this, but you can Google it if you'd like. So what I'm going to do is just pour in to this cup little bit at a time. All right, so I have poured in a little bit of the paint at a time. You don't want to mix this, you just want to let it sit the way that it is, because it'll create a lovely pattern when we do pour it. It does, I'm not sure eyeballing it that I actually have made enough. So I'll just make a little bit more of a few of the colors. All right, fantastic. So I have this lovely glass of paint just ready to pour over my canvas. And all I'm gonna do is select a spot to pour it and just go for it. All right. And now I want to make sure that it covers the entire canvas. So I'm just going to move the canvas around. And this is why I've put down plastic, because this gets really messy. You do want it to drip over the edge of your canvas. All right, so back with more paint. I decided just to use the teal and gold colors this time. Let's see how it does. Okay. And I'm just helping the paint along. All right, so that's fantastic. I love that. I'm just gonna fix this spot. There's a few spots here to fix. You want to put it on a rack or something so that it can dry up in the air and not and have something to drip over. You can see the mess that it made with all of the spillage, and it does take a few days to dry. So I've heard it can take up to 2 weeks, but rule of thumb is about 48 hours. So if you think about it, it's a lot of paint that's still on this canvas. So I am just going to put this aside, and that is, let's see if we can get a great angle on that. That is our finished product. So it'll be a lovely addition to my living room. Thank you for coming to our paint pouring class. As you can see, we made a mess, but we had a lot of fun.